Hey, I don't know what happened. Anyway, yesterday there's a transmission that came through. Courtney, my mentor, and one thing that really stood out for me in that message was about AI. And I know AI is very controversial. There's a lot of people on the fence and feel that it's going to take over and whatnot. The message that I received and how I received it was that AI, artificial intelligence, but it came across and they actually worded it aligned intelligence, which for me, yeah, that makes sense, is going to expand and just get bigger. And the same as technology, as time goes on, it's just going to get bigger. And AI is not here to replace humans, it's here to amplify and expand humans in a way and get messages across to other humans for whatever it is that you're using AI in your business or your creation or messages that you want to get out there into the world. There, it's able to amplify that and expand it beyond what our logical mind could possibly express. And so in turn, it's not here to be against us, it's here to help us. It's to get our messages and our businesses and our creations out into the world to reach more people in a way that could take a lot longer for our logical mind to actually word it and get it across in the same way that AI can. And that, for me, the message that I received was, with AI being able to amplify us and our creativity and our messages and our businesses out in the way that it can, not only does that free us up time, it frees us more time to have and enjoy the human experience, what we're here to enjoy. And that is where the new earth comes into. Like the old earth, that was work, grind. You had to work so hard to achieve anything. You were never just handing anything. You had to work and grind. The what harder you worked, the more you'd receive. That's not how it is in the new earth. The new earth is about authenticity, about creativity. It's about, and this is what I expressed yesterday, those ideas that keep coming back. And I guarantee you they keep coming back for a reason. Those ideas and those things that keep popping up in your head and you feel the pull and the passion, but then your brain interferes in the channeling of it and distorts it, and then your logical mind gets involved, and then it starts telling you all the ways that you can't do it, this, that, and everywhere. That is where the new earth, once you fully awaken and you know all the things and you can witness when your mind then starts coming in and trying to distort the channel and try and interfere with it for all the ways that it's not going to work, when you can push past that and you can go, actually no, this is coming, this keeps coming, and you can see it and you can know that there's something here. How it's going to come into fruition, I don't know, but just allowing that idea to sit and to really write it, journal it, express it, voice note it in that time. Because I promise you, if you leave it and you allow and you don't write it down, you don't express it or share it or post it or do the thing to actually keep it there and express it how it's coming out at that time, your mind will come in. And I've done this many times when there's messages that are coming through me and it's been so powerful and strong, and I've waited to get home to do anything about it, and by that time my brain has got involved and the message that I wanted to get across wasn't getting across in the way that it was meant to. That's where we have to learn. When we get in these ideas, write it, journal it, voice note it, record yourself, whatever it is, to put it out there, and for you to then come back to that and be like, because your brain will try and tell you all the ways that you can't do it. And it's just how it works. It's trying to keep you safe. It's logical. It's the logical mind. It's needs to see physical proof. And then that's where in the new earth, that is going beyond that. When you have these ideas and you're actually taking the steps, there's no physical proof that it's going to work, but that's the whole point of the new earth, is to bring and to create what doesn't exist yet. That's the whole point of the new earth. Everything that you were coded with before you reincarnated, all those ideas and stuff, that was coded. You coded that perfectly. So these ideas coming to you are coming to you for a reason, I promise you. They're coming for you because they want to be created. They want to be birthed through you. And the minute that you start taking initiation on that and you are taking the steps, just voice noting, journaling, and just researching and doing what you can to get that out there, the universe will come in and they will give you the resources, and it will align things to you that you never expected. Like, it's insane, but that's how it works. That is the new earth. It's not about force and working more. It's actually being in your authenticity and the creative. And when you're in that flow, everything flows so much better, and all the ideas and everything that come. And then the universe will align people, places, things to you and bring them to you, so this can be created into existence, because that is what and how the new earth is going to be built. And all those dreams and desires that you've had throughout your life and wants, and they are going to come to you, and it will be brought to you. It will be brought into your wildest dreams. Like, your logical mind will never be able to comprehend what it is. When you fully awaken and you start creating the things that you feel that want to come in, you feel so passionate about, when you start putting it out there and making the moves, you'll be so shocked at what comes and how the universe responds to that and responds to you. And it's just, and that's where AI, I believe, is a big thing. And I was on the fence about it, but since hearing that message, it was like, my God, it's not here to take over from us. It's here to help expand us, to get the messages across so much clearer and in a way that our logical mind would take ages to get across. But it's not only is it saving us time and getting the message across in such a way that it's going to reach more people, it's also giving us time and allowing us to be enjoying the human experience and all the things that we haven't experienced yet. Like, how can that be a bad thing? But that's, yeah, I had to get that across. There'll be many people that think I sound cuckoo, but the people that do resonate and do hear me and do get that, it's like, AI is huge. That's it's here to amplify and expand us, not to take over from us. Like, that's amazing. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's people that use it for the wrong, and I'm not talking, but in the new earth, that's not how it is. It's used in the most positive way to expand us and our creativity, and be able to express things that quite possibly our logical mind wouldn't be able to fully express. It would take a lot longer for us to actually put it out there. Really, that's one thing that's really, and it's been coming to me, and so much more. I think my heart chakra has been activated, and I know it has over the last couple of weeks, and I've realized so much that and it was only when I spoke to my mentor about it, I said, I don't quite, but it was a feeling of like the heat in my chest and the light, and it was just literally spreading across my upper body, and it was like, I felt like my upper body had been activated, but it was because my heart, and I've been getting heart palpitations, and and that can be scary if you don't know what it is. But when you're going through that and your heart consciousness is expanding and it's activating, oh my gosh, like I was getting, and I still get, like tingling up and down my arms and like buzzing in my hands. But that was coming through very much, and this is where I mentioned to my mentor Courtney, when I dance, I feel really activated. Like, my upper body feels so activated, and my hands, the way I'm dancing, the way I'm moving has changed in a way, but it's so powerful. And she explained, it's because your heart chakra, it's because your heart consciousness is expanding, that you've been activated, which is why you're feeling more the way you are, and it's just, whoa, it's just incredible. And another thing that is really, and it's bringing up so much emotion. Like, I know I'm an empath and I'm emotional about things, but the things that are coming up for me, and I could just be watching the most, but the way that it's hitting and the way that I feel, it's like, I feel grief and I feel love, but it's in such a powerful, peaceful way. It's not how it once was, and it's just, and I've had this, and it's coming, I feel it again very much. I feel like I'm expanding more there, because especially over the last couple of days, I've had lots of emotion come up, and it's not necessarily like we love to label everything. Our mind straight away wants to label, why is that? I'm just feeling, and I'm allowing it to come up, and I cry if I need to cry, I laugh, and it's just, you can have such contrasting emotions, but that's all part of your heart activating, and you're allowing yourself to expand. And just the love, it's just the love that I have within me and for others. And even I hate it when people say, oh, people that have wronged you or you've had, you know, fallouts with and stuff, and they say, oh, karma. And I hate that. Like, I don't wish karma, I don't wish bad on anyone that I've had experiences in life with, because and that's not just yeah, she's just like, this is genuine. That's the love and that I have for those people that I've had in my life. I'm so grateful for them. I love them so much, and I have so much respect. And no matter what and how they may have with the relationships and things have ended, I have no animosity. There's no, I don't know, there's no judgment there. There's no resentment. It's just, I have so much love for them, because if it wasn't for those experiences, I wouldn't be experiencing this now. And it's a roller coaster, and it's up and down, and it's in and out, and you know. But when you have these days where it's, gosh, so much love and so much is coming to me, it's in those moments, all of the other stuff, those down days and things that so much is coming up, it makes it so worthwhile, and there's a reason for it. And every day that you're taking a step forward and getting past and getting through that day, whether it be a bad day where lots are coming up and you're purging, you know that you're taking the steps to be able to release whatever it is that keeps coming and triggering you. That's another thing. Breathing and moving. And I know there's a lot of times where things can spiral, and you've got triggers and you've got things coming up that trigger you and make you, you know, and you can feel yourself spiral, and oh my God, it starts taking control. If you're not able to move, then my biggest advice to you is to breathe. And everyone can breathe. You can do that discreetly as well, but to really, and I mean breathe. Breathe in deeply for 4 counts. Hold at the top for 2, and then release for 6 with noise. And do that 3 or 4 times, and I can assure you that that will help regulate and calm your nervous system. And that's when you feel like a trigger's coming up and you can feel yourself spiral, and instead of getting lost in that spiral, start breathing. Work that, have that in your brain, that if you're not able to move, because my biggest one is to be able to move, if you are having a trigger that's coming up, or an old pattern or something that is resurfacing, and you can feel yourself spiraling, I would say put some bloody music on and move your goddamn body. Doesn't matter what you are doing, what you look like. It's not about performance. It's not about what anyone else and what anyone else thinks about you. It is purely about you moving your body and letting what that needs to come out. And instead of being lost in that spiral, moving your body and just releasing that shit out from you, releasing the energy, releasing the density. And I can assure you, scream, stomp, move however you want. It does not matter. You're in the safety of wherever you are, and you feel safe. It's just you and the music. Let that music fill you. Let it flow through you. Come out of your head and drop into your heart. And I know it's really hard, because when you're spiraling, but that's where breathing, start the breathing. But if you can move, put that music on and just fucking move your body, scream, stomp, shake, do what it is to release that from you. Because I can assure you, once you've done and you've moved and you've allowed that to express and come out, you'll be surprised at how much lighter you feel after that. And eventually, when these triggers come up, like I've learned, I'm seeing them. I see them when they come up, like my insecurity about, my body was really big not last week, I think it was the week before, and it was really, and it got me, and I know I could feel myself spiral, and I started crying, I got really upset, and then I was like, no. And I actually stopped myself, and I got myself out of that spiral, didn't carry on letting myself sink into it. I pulled myself out of it, And I was like, no, I'm not going to let this trigger allow me to not wear what I want and live my life, for God's sake. It's the most ludicrous thing. And I hear that now, but when it's coming up, it feels so real. And it's such a, especially when these things are really deep anchored and they're deep, it's really hard not to get into that spiral. But when you can witness it and you're like, no, I'm not allowing this. I'm not going to allow this to take over my life. For Christ's sake, it's the most ludicrous thing. And I, day by day, and it kept coming up. And the more it kept coming up, the more I was able to dismiss it far quicker. And I acknowledged it, I witnessed it, and I allowed myself day by day to release it bit by bit. And I've realised that it's not coming up anymore. And it's because I've allowed it to come. I haven't got lost in the feeling of it like I once would have. I acknowledged it. I felt it. I witnessed it. And I allowed it. Okay. And I let it go. And day by day, and I'm not saying it's just going to happen like that, but for me, it was like over a week, I think. It kept coming up. And maybe it does on odd days. I just don't allow it. It doesn't affect me the way it once did. And that's so liberating. And the more you do it and the more you do this, but this is where the breathing technique really comes in. If you're not able to shake and scream and, you know, move your body in that way, breathe. Breathing really helps regulate your nervous system, it gets you out of your head, and so that you can then concentrate on other things. And it will keep resurfacing, but there will be times where it's resurfacing and you are at home and you are in your safe place, that you can stand there, put your music on and fucking move, shake, stomp, and stop worrying about what we look like. Like, I know there's been times that I've been moving and shaking and my ego is going, you look like an absolute crazy. I don't care. It's not about what I look like. And that's one thing that we've been so, women have been so sexualized. We're like, if we dress too provocatively, we're trying to seek attention. It's just, women, I could open a whole can of worms there, but I'm not going to. But it's not about sexuality, it's about sensuality. It's about learning. Like, one thing that I am so passionate about is being so comfortable in your own skin. Like, I have spent my whole life hating myself, inside out, hating myself, judging myself, saying the most awful things to myself, and just being so awful. But since my awakening and all the work I've done on my nervous system and myself, and just all the people that I've had come in and just change my way of it's just changed so much internally for me, that I'm learning. And it is taking step by step. Like, obviously I had insecurities about myself, so that has been coming up, but I've been dealing with it, and the way I've been dealing with it now, it's not there the way it was. It's not loud, it's not there, it doesn't affect me the way it once did, and that is so amazing. But in that, and because of all the work that I've been doing, the way that I'm learning to love and respect my body, and this is where I feel very like my upper body has been really activated, and I can feel myself when I dance and I move. I feel my arms and my hand. I'm doing things that I would have never done before, but it's so, I'm feeling, I'm allowing, I'm not thinking how I once would have, and that how I look and what people are going to think of me. It's nothing about that. It's not performative. It's about allowing the music to flow through me, and for me to drop out my head into my heart, and for me to be able to let the music flow through me. And through that, it's about being sensual with your body. Like, there was something that came through that said, how often do you really touch your body? And I'm not talking about sexually, I'm talking about sensually, like loving and feeling your body. Like, it's your body. If you can't actually stand there and love and cherish and worship your own body, how the hell do you expect anyone else to? Like, that is just it's taken me so long to truly feel that. And that's where, in the moving and the movement and the way that my body, and I can feel and the emotions, the grief, the anger, rage, love, admiration. Honestly, the way that I feel about my body has, oh my God, it's so powerful. And that is something that I know I want to create for others. And it's something that, how, I don't know, but I want others to feel the way I'm feeling, to truly let go. Stop worrying about what you look like and just fucking move. Move your body, because when you move your body, not only are you learning to love and feel sensual and feel comfortable in your own skin and your own body, you're releasing so much energy and density that you no longer want, that you can't take with you, you don't want to take with you. And when you keep doing it, and it's easy, and I promise you, the more you do it, the more you make it part of your day today, having that time, making 5, 10, it doesn't matter, an hour time for just you to be able to just be so comfortable and allowing the music and what wants to come through you, and for you to be able to let go of so much. Oh my God, it gets so much easier. And I can't believe how light I feel, like the way that I can breathe now, like fully breathe. Like I had such shallow breath for so long because I had so much shit inside me. I kept in, I didn't know how to release it. Breathing is huge. It releases energy, it releases density, it calms your nervous system, it regulates. Breathing's huge, but moving is also so, and it's so empowering when you move and you just don't give a shit and you're listening to music that makes you so empowered and alive. It just changes, and the more you do it, the more you'll feel so alive, and it will make you want to do it more and more. And it would just be such a natural thing that when you've had these thoughts and these spirals and these triggers come up, you're like, no, sod that. You come out of your mind and go, no, I'm going to move my body, because I know once I start, I'm releasing that trigger and that negativity from me, because it's coming up for a reason. It wants to be released. And that is how you release, by moving your body, letting your body in any fucking way you want to move it. No judgment, no shame. It's literally, forget about what you look like. Like I actually recorded myself doing something, and I was moving and dancing. My brain was telling me all the ways, you will never be able to share that. You shouldn't move. You shouldn't dance like that. No one's going to. Who the fuck cares? I cannot tell you how empowered and powerful and how much lighter I felt after moving my body in the way it wanted to move to that music that just activates me. And oh my gosh, it's just, in that, you don't know, that doesn't cost anything. Being able to breathe and move your body costs nothing. Like, you can do that by yourself, and that, not only are you releasing, you're healing yourself. You're allowing those emotions, whether you feel anger or rage or grief or devastation or joy, excitement, it doesn't matter. You're releasing that fucking energy and you're letting it flow. And I can assure you, you will, oh my God, you will be so grateful afterwards for allowing you. And also, you get some good ass exercise in there, moving your body, sweating like I've never sweat before. Well, no, not quite. No, I was literally, when I did that for about 45 minutes, I swear it was about that, head to toe, I was literally, and I was so lost in it. I didn't feel like exercise. Like, sometimes I'm just not in the mood, but I do it anyway, because I know it. Like, exercise, again, is a way of being able to release endorphins and make you feel good. So if you love working out, do it, do the things. But if you're someone that struggles and you to be motivated, just put your music on and move. Doesn't matter how you bloody move, shake, just move how your body wants to move. Let the music flow through you. Come out of your head and stop worrying about what you look like and what other people think. It doesn't matter. It's not about anyone else. It's about you feeling so comfortable and at ease and at peace in your own body. This is your body. This is your vessel. This is your human. It's like your human avatar. One of the channelers, and it's so right, that just makes so much sense to me. Our soul is what makes us us, but this is the living avatar that is allowing us to have a human experience. My God, wouldn't you want to feel the most comfortable in your own skin? Let go of all the freaking things and programming and ways and ideas that they're telling us we need to look. Who the fuck cares? This is, oh my God, it's just, there's so much that I could say. But we put ourselves, they're trying to tell us that we should look, like, especially women have so much pressure on them to look 20 forever. It's like, you look back then and you see these women growing old so gracefully, and they look gorgeous. And you can be so, and you can tell a woman that has such confidence, not egotistical, but confidence, who's so grounded and at peace within themselves, because they hold themselves in such a way, and they're not afraid of wrinkles and aging and their body changing. They're embracing it, embodying it. Like, that's an absolute freaking gift that you are able to do that, because there's so many people that don't get to experience growing old. And we're so fixated, they've made it and programmed it, that we're so fixated on the outer shell and what we look like, we're forgetting what's really important, that we are here, souls having a human experience, and we're not living because we're spending so much time focusing on what we look like on the outside. And we're not actually living and thriving and having those experiences because we're stopping ourselves. I know I have, and I'm purely saying this because this is how I have survived pretty much my whole life, because I've been so consumed about my outside, my body, and how I look externally. I've stopped myself from fully living, going to the beach, because I'm so worried about what other people are going to think of me. And I'm working on that. And I am. And I know bit by bit, day by day, the more I'm learning to let go. And there's so many women and people out there that are empowering. You need to goddamn follow, because it is so true. Our bodies, our vessels, don't make us who we are. They're just here so that we can have the human experience. And yes, I'm not saying to look after it, to embrace it, to exercise, to feel good, but to actually allow, like I have let that take over, that I have not properly fully lived, because I've allowed my mind and everything else and all the triggers that I've had take over and stop me from living my life and doing the experiences, because I'm so worried about what people are going to think of me. I see and I hear how crazy that is, but there's so many people still lost in that, and that's where I want to share so much what I want to create, because I want people to start realizing that you've got to start loving yourself from the inside out. You really have. Loving your body, being so goddamn, like, I'm so grateful for this body. Yes, it might not look like, I'm not 20, I'm 45. My body is going to age. It's just the way it is. And I'm not saying that you can't look after yourself. Like, I love treatments, I love HIFU, I love radio frequency, I was going to say, using my device. I do microneedling, everything from the inside out, not pumping shit in my, and you want to do that, that's fine. But for me personally, I know that's not how I want to be, because I want to just be the healthiest and best version of me. I'm not trying to look 20. For a long time I would compare myself to all these young girls and all these that hadn't had babies and stuff, and even though they had one. Oh my God, as you grow older, your body changes, everything slows, and but I'm so proud of my body now. Whereas I once would torture it and say the most horrible things to it, it's got me through the darkest of days. It's got me through times I didn't know how I was going to get out. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to be here anymore. But my body helped me. My vessel kept me going. It kept me moving. And my soul as well. I know that they're co-creating together, but my vessel is genius. And we should got to learn to stop abusing it and loving and nurturing it from the inside out. Yes, look after yourself, make yourself feel good about yourself, move, exercise, but do not punish yourself to the point where it's an obsessive thing, where you are so obsessed with it, because I know that I have had that nature, and yes, and that's another thing that I'm learning. Like, there's things, I was even, like the other day, my son, and he was so poorly, and we're out in the chemist, and I just know, oh my God, thank God I had spare clothes, but he was so poorly, had an ear infection, but he'd had so much medication, hadn't really been eating, because I was trying to control his pain and everything else. He literally, I could see he was going to be sick. And I literally was like, okay. Do you know, before I would have freaked out, I'd have gone into like a minute, and I'd been stressing, oh my God, this, and really not dealt with it. And it was afterwards, I was like, my God, it's like a different person. I was reacting to that situation in such a different way. And yeah, definitely, I know, like 7-8 months ago, like anyone to myself, my children, when we would get sick, or there'd be, oh my God, anxiety would be through the roof. It was horrific, like horrific. I would be standing, I wouldn't be able to sleep because I'd be watching my child. It was really bad, and I could see that, and my own health, my children's health. And that's where again, like my son's been really, and because he's autistic and he's non-verbal, he can't tell me what's wrong. He can't tell me if what's hurting. I can only go, because I know him so well and I'm his carer, I watch and I clues, first of all, he'd had a temperature, but he kept poking his ear, and I thought he had impetigo because of something that was happening with his nose. But I'm really pleased I went to the chemist, because it was actually, he had such a bad ear infection, that poor little boy, that because of all of it, he was sick. And whereas before, I would have literally, just been a nervous wreck. I wouldn't have been able to settle. He'd reacted. He kept being sick. My mind would be going on overdrive, and I'd be thinking all these awful things that's wrong with him, when actually, in fact, it was just his body. It was just the antibiotics it was having, so much medication. But it was yesterday or the day before, it was yesterday, I was like, my God, how different I was reacting to how he was. Like, once I would have been an absolute frigging mess. I would have been calling the doctors constantly. I would have taken him to A&E because he was getting sick and because he wasn't getting better. But I was reacting in a way that is just so calm. And I was at peace, which is, oh my God, that I can just tell in that alone how I've progressed and how I've changed and allowed that anxiety and that such fear that I'd have for my children. It's because I love them so much. But it wasn't healthy. It was really bad, because I would then make them feel anxious, because I was constantly, you okay, you okay, and checking the temperatures. And it was just, yeah, it's just so much has shifted and changed for me. And that's one thing that I'm really proud of. And these are the little things that I'm really noticing, that I am so proud that, yes, I have the down days. I have days where things are coming up and it's not so high vibe, and it's not, but it really makes you appreciate the days where you do, like I'm having today. Like, I'm so in awe of everything, and I'm so grateful, and the downloads that I have come to me, and the things that are coming to me, and I know that I need to share with you, because I feel so passionate to get on here. I'm like, I just need to get on there. I just want every single one of you to know that if you resonate with me and you're feeling, I know I'm here to help you in some way, to activate you, to help you through your awakening journey, because it is a roller coaster, but also it's life-changing. And the new earth is here. We're here to create what hasn't existed. How amazing is that? And it's really, so much is coming to me, and it's just shifting and changing, and the things that triggered me before just don't hold the power they do over me now, and it's so liberating. And that's where I know what I believe wants to be created and birthed through me is to help people release energy in the most beautiful way, and just to allow your body to feel and to start really truly loving yourself in the most beautiful, not egotistical, but in the way that we all should love our bodies and love us. We are just infinite, and we are just incredible geniuses, like how our soul and human can co-create together. And it's the same as AI. Like, AI is here to amplify us, expand us. It's not here to harm us in any way. It's here to help us, to make life so much easier as a human, for our messages to get across in a way that our brain possibly wouldn't be able to express in the same way, and to reach more people, to have, and that in turn is how abundance and through manifestation comes in, when you're allowing all of these amazing things to help you, expand you, and amplify the greatness and the creation that wants to create through you. Like, how is that a bad thing? But yeah, I hope you're all having a really good Saturday, and I hope through all of that you can find some kind of peace in that, and you can relate to me in some way, because I know that that's what I'm here. I know everything that I've experienced in my life is here so that I'm relatable and I can help others in some way. And that's what you're all here too. You designed it that way. Yeah. But I hope you have a really lovely Saturday, and I'll catch you all soon.